Good morning, Mr. Scott. This is, I'm not sure of the video number, but this is the Cockatoo, Connie Cockatoo, Part 1. Good morning, boys and girls. Buenos días a todos. ¿Cómo están ustedes en este día muy hermoso? So good to see you. Good morning. Thank you for joining me today. Today we have an exciting animal to learn about. Our animal is called the cockatoo. Cockatoo. So when I see the letter C and it has the short straight line over the top, I know it's the C that says k, k, k. Good. K, k, k. Now, we're going to be learning another letter and its sound next week because the letter C has two different sounds. So next week, we're learning about a different letter C. Esta letra, así como los vocales, tiene dos sonidos diferentes. Entonces, hoy estamos aprendiendo de este primer sonido de Connie Cockatoo. Cockatoo says k, k, k. But next week, we'll be learning about the letter C with a different sound. Pero próxima semana estaremos aprendiendo sobre misma letra, pero con sonido diferente. Very good. So remember, some letters have more than one sound. Same letter, but two sounds, and that's the case with Connie Cockatoo. Now, the good news about the letter C is that it's very easy to make, all right? So let's start at the beginning, and I go around one time like this. It's almost like making a circle, almost like making the letter O. So let's try that one more time. I start at the top, and I come around like this. Very easy. This is the capital letter C. Aquí tenemos la mayúscula. And here is the lowercase letter C. Aquí tenemos la minúscula. Yo voy a empezar aquí, siguiendo la línea, así. Muy bien. Es muy fácil, ¿verdad? It's very easy. But remember, when you see the short straight line over the top, it's the C that says K. Entonces, cuando yo veo la línea muy corta por encima de la letra, yo sé es la letra que tiene sonido k, k, k. Very good. Let's make it together. Now, notice my fun message up on the board. First grade fun. We're doing the best we can, right? Even though we're not together, we're doing the best we can. So, let's look at the mayúscula. Okay, let's start with the big letter C. So we go 1, there's the big one. And when it has the short straight line over the top, it's the C that says k, k, k. Now, let's do the little one, la minúscula. It's half the size of the big one. And again, I have my short straight line, Connie Cockatoo, k, k, k. Now, boys and girls, you may be asking me the question, what in the world is a cockatoo? ¿Qué es un cockatoo? Cockatoo es un tipo de pájaro muy especial. It's a certain kind of bird. Let's take a few moments and let's learn in English first about this very important bird. Now, you'll notice in my picture that Connie Cockatoo, k, k, k. She has lots of different colors. Listen to this. Cockatoos are birds that perch. Well, what does it mean to perch? Let's pretend my arm is a branch. If a bird perches, it sits right here on the branch, okay? And maybe in some movies, you've seen a bird fly and land on someone's arm. Well, when that bird does that, that bird is perching. In fact, in our picture of Connie Cockatoo, she is perching. Ella está perching en su rama, ¿verdad? She's perching on her branch. So these are birds that perch, and they belong to the parrot family. They belong to the parrot family. Now, notice these feathers, these very special feathers on top of her head. This is called a crest of feathers. Now, with this feather, with this group of feathers, she can like raise them up so they're very tall, or she can make them lower. Okay, so she has the ability to do that with her feathers. She has very strong feet that are able to climb through the trees. She can climb on the different limbs of the trees, and because her feet are so strong, it's easy. the cockatoo can be a pet, but you need to know that they don't usually learn to talk. They are members of the parrot family, but they don't learn to talk. In fact, sometimes they make a hideous screaming noise. Ah! How many of you have heard a bird and the bird is not making like some kind of pleasant sound? It's like they're screaming. Ah! Well, this is that kind of bird. She doesn't sing a nice song and she doesn't learn to talk, but she likes to scream. Oh my goodness, Mr. Scott would not like it if we had a cockatoo in our home because we don't like birds that scream. Okay, very good. Now, ahora en español les voy a explicar lo que es un cockatoo. Muy bien. Entonces estuvimos hablando de este tipo de ave y como este ave es el tipo que quiere perch. Perch. Lo que ella está haciendo en la rama, ella está perching. She's perching. Es como están de pie, pero en una rama. It's like they're on a branch, standing. The crest of feathers on the top of her head can be raised or lowered. Now, podemos ver, es como un grupo de plumas especiales que están por encima de su cabeza. Y ella puede levantar las plumas o ella puede bajar las plumas. Depende de su, yo no sé, su emoción del momento, yo no sé. Pero ella tiene como control de esta parte de su cabeza. Ella puede controlar las plumas. Interesante. Ella tiene como pies muy fuertes para escalar por los árboles y por sus ramas. Now, la gente puede tener el cockatoo como mascota, pero es importante entender que este tipo de ave no va a aprender cómo hablar. Pero muchas veces esta clase de ave quiere gritar, ¡Rah! Pero no puede hablar. Y por eso yo no sé si puede ser buena mascota para su familia o no, pero es importante que antes de yo no sé, aceptar un animal como mascota, es bueno saber como sus características y lo que normalmente van a hacer y cómo se van a comportar y cosas así, para que sepamos si en realidad queremos ser dueños de un animal, ¿verdad? So it's good to, before I would adopt a bird or something like that, or any animal for that matter, it would be good for me to understand about the characteristics of the animal, how they act, and whether or not I would really want to have that animal for a bird. Now, let's talk about some of the words that have the Connie Cockatoo sound. I've got just a few in mind for you right now. Boys and girls, let's do this together, just like we used to do in class. You say the letter as I write it. So my first letter is C. A. B. So I start with Connie Cockatoo. Then I have Abby Antelope. And then I have Bucky Buffalo. So K plus A. Cab. Cab. Cab is a word that has the Connie Cockatoo sound. Let's do another one. Remember, spell the words with me as I write them. C. A. T. Now this is the, oh, you know what, Miss Bridget made a mistake. That's supposed to be a short straight line, forgive me. So, if I have the short straight line over my C, it's the Connie Cockatoo C and it says K. Then again, I have Abby Antelope and I finish with Tiny Tiger. K plus A. Cat. Cat. Two exciting words that have the Connie Cockatoo sound. Cab and cat. Very, very good. Boys and girls, I'm sure you can look around the room where you're sitting and you can see other things that have this exciting new sound. Estoy muy seguro que ustedes, donde están sentados, pueden ver, yo no sé, las cosas en su alrededor y pueden encontrar cosas que tiene este sonido nuevo, ¿verdad? So, it's a pretty common sound. Es un sonido muy común de Connie Cockatoo. K, k, k. I'll be right back with you, boys and girls, as we start our paces. Have a great day. Que tengan buen día.